Good morning. I am the Alpha Empath and I am your relationship coach. So I just got finished teaching my Knowing the Power of Your Empathic Gift class, and I had a couple of nuggets that I wanted to share with you guys this morning. So a lot of my students, they ask me, they say, Tiffany, why do you always talk about women being a rehabilitation center, and why do you tell women to be a center of worship? Well, I've been both. I have been both, and it hurts me when I see women that are living beneath their means, are living beneath their privilege. I like to say that a little bit better. So let me help you to understand the difference between a rehabilitation center and a worship center. You see, when my dad, when I was younger, my dad loved to barbecue. He absolutely loved to barbecue. And sometimes he would make us get up in the middle of the night, and we would have to marinate chicken all night long, put it in the refrigerator because, you know, it had to smell right. It had to be seasoned right. And then if he was working, because he was a pastor, let's say he was counseling or coaching somebody in his office, he would tell me, baby, go and put the meat on the pit. And we had this custom made huge barbecue pit in our backyard, and he would say, put it on there. And I would put it on there, but I was so afraid. I was so afraid that it would burn because it had to be tender. And my daddy liked his meat to be juicy. He don't like it to be dried out, right? He don't like it to be dried out. So I would go in there if my father's appointment went over longer, and I would go in there and I would like be lifting up the hood, lifting it up to see if the meat was done. And he would bang from his office window, bang on the door. Baby, close the hood. You're letting out all the heat. You're letting out all the heat. And I didn't understand. I'm like, Daddy, all I'm trying to do is make sure that the meat does not burn. And he told me, he said, honey, you got to make sure that you keep the heat in the pit. Because every time you lift open the barbecue lid, you let the heat out, and that stops the meat from tenderizing. And it dawned on me that in a lot of my relationships, I allowed men to come in my life that were not tender. And my daddy helped me to understand that when meat is tender, the experience of eating it is joyful. But when meat is not tender, the experience of eating it lacks a whole lot. And in my first relationship, that relationship that I just felt like I was so in love in, my ex-husband was not tender. That meat was fucking tough. Oh my God, it was tough. You know that meat that you gotta be chewing all doggone day? You gotta flip it over to the other side to be chewing and chewing and chewing. And then when you swallow it, it kind of stuck in your throat and you end up gagging and shit. Listen, when you are a rehabilitation center, you lack patience. You lack patience to allow a man to cook in his own heat. Allow his ass to feel that fire of his bullshit before he approaches you. Because when he approaches you, he should be ready to worship. You see, when you are a rehabilitation center, you allow a man to come in with all they dirt. And I understand you believe that you, like the church, allow people to come as they are. But here's the thing. If you're going to come as you are, you got to remember that you are a God. That's what you are. And as a God, you come to me to worship. That's what you do. But a lot of you guys are saying, come to me in all your filth. Come to me with all your addictions. Come to me with all your problems. And like a rehabilitation center, I'm going to make sure that you get clean. Although you are rebelling against my prescription to help you. And see, when you do that, ladies, that shit drains the hell out of you. It ends up sapping your energy, sapping your youth, and sapping your beauty. You're wondering why your weight keep yo-yoing up and down. It's because you're a rehabilitation center. You wonder why you was fly as fuck when you first met them, and now you done let yourself go down. It's because you're a rehabilitation center. You wonder why your cousin is glowing up and you glowing down. It's because you are a rehabilitation center. However, when a man is ready to worship, he leaves his dirt at the doorstep. And he does that because he has figured out within himself who the hell he wants to be. He says, I know that I am a king. I know that I am a God. And I am choosing a woman that will help me better express my God-like status. I am getting rid of my own filth because I am going to be the man that I choose to be. And this woman allows me to be more of myself. So when he comes to her, he says, I'm leaving. I'm taking my shoes off because I understand that I am entering into a holy temple. I am entering into holy ground. So I can't bring this dirt into this temple with me, because if I bring my dirt, I'm going to defile the temple that I am meant to worship it within. Let's take it to the Bible a little bit. I like the Bible a little bit. I like a lot of little holy scriptures. I really do. But in the Bible, it talks about the kingdom of heaven being like unto a great man that prepared a wedding. And he invited all the people that he loved. And some of them showed up to his temple in garments that were not suited for a wedding. And he said, why in the hell are you showing up in here looking like a piece of shit? Get your ass up out of here with all that filth. Get up out of here with all, get out. You got to come to me knowing who the fuck you are. That's how you got to come to me. So let me go and invite somebody that's worthy. So the great person went into the highways and the byways and said, hey, listen, who is ready to worship in this church? Because we're about to have a wedding. Who is ready for that? And these people put on their best. They put on their tithe. They put on their 10%. They put on their best first fruits. They put on their sweetness. That's what they put on because they were ready for a worship experience. You see, when I decided to stop being a rehabilitation center, it was because those men that were brought to me to teach me my value through pain helped me to understand my worth. Now I understand my worth. And because I understand my worth, I say, brother, I choose you. But in order to come up into this temple, you have to pay the motherfucking fare. And the fare is my price. This is my value. This is my worth. And it is not until you pay this worth that you can receive me. See, I can choose you, but that don't mean you get me. That means I'm allowing you on a probationary standpoint to see if you are worth me. And if you are worth me, by paying my damn price, you can enter into my courts with praise and enter into my gates with thanksgiving. But like I said, take off your motherfucking shoes because this is holy ground that you standing in. And I only received God's into this temple. Ladies, know your worth. Understand that you are not a rehabilitation center. You are a worship center. So act like it. Demand your value. Demand your price. Know what you bring to the motherfucking table. That's what you got to do. I love you guys, and I hope that was able to help you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.